Hey, good morning, Facebook people. Hey, it's Tuesday morning. It's the day after Memorial Day holiday, Monday. Yesterday we remembered all of the soldiers that have served our country and given us the freedoms that we have here in America, and I so appreciate it. I didn't serve. My father didn't serve. My father had flat feet, so they wouldn't let him in the Air Force. So I don't have, I'm sure back further beyond my father there was some that served, but I can't say that. I don't have that honor. But you know, it's a wonderful thing that they've done that for us, and they continue to do that for us. All of our friends that are out there, keep them in your prayers, if you will. I was thinking about this morning in Matthew. There's a couple of different occurrences. We've all heard the story about Jesus feeding the 5,000, and then later on in the book, in chapter 14, he fed the 5,000, and then in 15, another similar incident happened, and he fed the 4,000. And I was thinking, you know, in light of Memorial Day and remembering those and having a day of remembrance and looking towards our week this week, we need to remember all the things that God has done for us. In Matthew 14, in the time where he fed the 5,000, they said they had 5 loaves and 2 fishes. And then at the end, they picked up 12 baskets full of leftovers, the remnants of it. And then they went over, that was in the desert, and then they went to the mountain in chapter 15, had a similar situation there where Jesus had compassion on the crowds that came and didn't want them to go without food. And so he asked them, he said, "What do we have?" And they said that we have 7 loaves and a few fishes. So, but they still didn't understand how that they could feed the 4,000 after they had 12 baskets full, something that they had a tangible evidence of the miracle of God's hand and his blessing upon us. And so they didn't remember. It was I don't know what the time frame was between chapter 14 and chapter 15, going from the desert to the mountain, feeding the 5,000 and the 4,000. But there was a time there that they should have remembered God's grace and his provision for them, and they didn't. And so, just like yesterday, we had a day of remembrance for those who've served in the military. I think as we come across situations in our life where we don't know how we're going to pay the bills, we don't know how we're going to feed our kids, you got to remember back. Yesterday you ate. You had clothes for your kids yesterday, so he will today, and he will tomorrow. We have a little book that we started writing down the little situations in our life with our kids, our boys, when they were really sick and God healed them miraculously, times where we were facing some financial difficulties and we didn't have any clue as to how we were going to get through it. Here we are. It's because of God's grace, and we forget that. The next time something comes up against us, we forget it. And we're so short-sighted. We need to remember that. We need to have a book of remembrances. Go back to it. Just like the disciples had 12 baskets, a tangible thing that showed them God's goodness in their life. We need to do the same thing. Keep a book, a journal, and get them at Barnes & Noble, whatever, and write down those times that God paid that bill for you. God healed your body. He healed your babies. Just the miraculous hand of God in your life. And know that that's something that God will do for you tomorrow and the next day and all this week. So it'll get you through the week. Just a word of encouragement today. I was just thinking about it. I know it's Tuesday. Monday Minute's usually on Monday. But just keep praising God. Give him glory. Give him honor for what he's doing for you. And remember that. Honor those who've fallen for our freedoms. But remember what God has done for you. Remember what he's doing for you. And if you do, something like this will happen. You'll see roses in your life. You'll see goodness of God in your life. So just an encouragement, guys. Hope you're all doing well. Hey, today is National Hamburger Day. Go out and get yourself a hamburger. Put cheese on it. Make a cheeseburger. Enjoy the day. Enjoy the week. You'll get through it. We're all going to get through it. It's going to be a great week. Love you guys. Till next week. Have a great one. Hey, Grant. Hey, Barry. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.